The Smiling Moon Ring. In a small town, hidden among green hills and crystal-clear rivers, lived a little girl named Lucia. Lucia didn't have many toys, but she had a huge imagination. She loved exploring the forest that surrounded her house, full of trees that looked like sleeping giants and streams that sang secret songs. One day, while playing near an old oak tree with twisted branches, Lucia stumbled on something hard. She dug a little with her hands, and there it was, a silver ring, not very shiny, but with a peculiarity. In the center it had a small smiling moon. "How pretty," thought Lucia, slipping it on her finger. Instantly, she felt a warm tingle, and the moon on the ring seemed to wink at her. That night, Lucia went to bed, but instead of closing her eyes, she looked at the ring. Her moon smiled more strongly than ever. Suddenly, she felt her body become light as a feather, and she began to float. She gently climbed up to the ceiling of her room, and then flew out of the window into the starry night. Lucia, unafraid, screamed for joy. She was flying. The moon in her ring guided her across the sky, showing her constellations of bright animals and cottony clouds that looked like candy castles. Over the next few nights, Lucia discovered that the smiling moon ring had many powers. Not only could she fly, but she also understood the language of animals. She spoke to the owls who told the secrets of the night, the squirrels who offered her nuts, and even the crickets who sang her lullabies. One night, as she flew over the village, she heard sobbing. She descended and saw a tiny kitten stuck on the highest branch of a tree. The kitten was meowing in despair and was too small to get down on its own. Lucia didn't think twice. With the help of her ring, she flew back to the tree and carefully coaxed the frightened kitten onto her hand. Then she gently lowered him back to the ground. The grateful kitten rubbed against her leg and purred contentedly. That night, Lucia realized that the ring's magic wasn't just for flying or talking to animals, it was for helping others. The next day, Lucia put on the ring and walked around the village. She used her newfound ability to help Mrs. Margaret find her lost needle, understood that the baker's dog wanted more water, and helped the postman find the letter he had dropped. The townspeople were happy, and Lucia was even happier. The smiling moon ring had given her magic, but what really made her happy was using that magic to do good. But over time, Lucia learned that using magic came with a responsibility. Sometimes she would get carried away by the excitement of flying or talking to the animals and forget about the important things, like doing her homework or helping around the house. One night, after a long day full of magical adventures, her grandmother found her tired and a little sad. Lucia told her about the ring and its powers. Her grandmother, with a wise smile, said to her, "Magic is wonderful, Lucia, but the real magic is in the heart. Never forget that kindness and generosity are the best tools you have." Lucia understood. She didn't need to fly to be happy. She needed to use the kindness in her heart to help others. So, from that day on, she continued to use the smiling moon ring, but no longer just to fly or to talk to the animals, but to spread joy and to make her little town an even more special place. And so Lucia, the girl with the smiling moon ring, became the heroine of her town, impressing upon everyone that true magic is found in love and selfless help. The silver ring, with its ever-smiling moon, shone brighter than ever, not because of the magic itself, but because of the kindness that Lucia radiated through it.